Oh, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And I'm going to put Shy on the camera, and she's not doing great. Like, it's not the worst, but if you don't want to see Shy looking kind of crappy, then, just, sign out. But it's not really bad. I mean, you'll see what I mean. It's not that bad. But I'm just giving you the option, which is why I went live yesterday, like in the back, instead of going live with Shy, because then you're sort of forced to see it because it's just showing up on your feed. So, okay, you've had 38 seconds. Okay. Say hi to Kaiser Sose and hi to Blue Gwen. Here, Shy. Hello, Shy. Hello, baby. So look at her face. Look good. Look at those eyes. This sucks. Especially since it was coming back and was looking real juicy. But here, look. Do you see? And if I were to prop her up, she would kind of just sink back down to this. Although, I'm going to tell you. Wait a minute, idle service. Right? This thing's already telling me. I've had the TV on for 10 minutes saying I need to hit the button. Oh, jeez. But seriously, like, she looked pretty good a few minutes ago. Let me see. I'm going to pop this here. Hello. I can't. I'm by myself. Hello. But okay, you see what I'm talking about. Ooh, what a busy few days. Aww. But I believe that she's comfy. Like, I believe she's minimum pain on her pain med. See, here's her pain med. And then we did do with the syringe, which is like my least favorite thing ever. Everything's a mess. Like, this is like a sick chicken. But look at her face. Look good. And she got her food. She was eating this. Her mash. A little blueberry in it. She was eating. And drinking a lot. And so basically what's been going on is Shy has a hormonal implant she gets every 6 months. The reason she's on the implant is because a year and a half ago her reproductive system started breaking down. See, she adjusts herself a little bit. And she was laying cracked eggs, soft-shelled eggs. This can lead to all kinds of terrible infections and problems. Eggs were breaking in her. And it could lead to what's known as egg yolk peritonitis, however you say it, internal laying. I don't even know what this stuff means, but it's just a massive, like, war zone, massacre, breakdown, pile up, train wreck in their reproductive system. And so she's been on a hormonal implant, which suppresses all egg laying since April 2024, so like last year. And basically, this is the fourth one she's been on, and I basically get them around the same time, about 6 months, right? Well, I knew the time was coming, the middle of October. Like, normally it'd be like the 10th. I think last year was the 10th, the 14th. I was expecting to get it in a week or two. Long story short, a lot has been going on. She's been dealing with lash eggs, E. coli. She's been on an antibiotic. For over a week and a half because of E. coli, of which I really don't think this has anything to do with. There's been other symptoms. It's a lot's been going on with her, but what I did not expect was that her need for the implant came early this time, which was what this seems like. So it was like last week, she started doing this crazy standing like a penguin, which looked exactly like the curly toe paralysis that she had 2 years ago. Looked just like it, but now it's a little bit like really not moving. Like really, she is just a pancake ornament. So she did it once. It was for like a few seconds, and then I decided to book the implant early. So the implant was supposed to be done today. As of last week, because she's doing this weird standing, like, oh shoot, I think she's gonna need it. It looks like it's time. Not realizing that no, this was going to be kind of an emergency situation. So Monday night, like long story short, Monday night, we're all hanging out. Everything's fine and great. And what do you know? She does the penguin stance and then kind of collapses onto the ground. And it's like, oh, gee. So the next day, I like get her an appointment to get the implant, 3 or 4 days earlier. Aww. Oh, yum, yum, yum. See, she eat. Okay. To get this thing going. Because if she's internal laying, if she's got broken eggs, if she's got internal laying, whatever it is, whatever's going on, the implant will stop it from continuing. Okay? And then once it stops it, the body will reabsorb any of the stuff going on in there. Imagine that. And, but it takes a few days. It takes a little bit for the implant to take effect. I remember someone said it was a week. Somebody said it'd be 2 weeks. So that's like basically the story, guys. So like this is like a race. But look at her. I'm trying to tell you, before I gave her a tiny bath, set her down, and she was stood for like a minute. It could just be the pain med, but like, listen, this ain't over. This ain't over. Okay? Now, that's the basic story, right? So right now, it's been 3 days, and we're hoping that the implant stops the progression of anything going on internally. The only thing that the vet would be able to do at this point, I think, and I messaged him today, I'm waiting to hear back from him, would be to do an ultrasound. I don't got it. That's it. I spent all my money. I don't got any more money for this. And I'm not asking for money either. Like, I'm not going to go, it's like $700 for an ultrasound or x-ray. What's that going to do? What is it really going to do right now when we have something going on? Okay, we've taken action. So, oh my God. So she got the implant on Tuesday. Then Tuesday night about 12 midnight, I'm going to bed. I'm up late. And I'm going to bed and I hear a ruckus down in her cage. And there she is. She's off the roost. She's down. Like just that day, just that morning, Tuesday morning, she went up and down the stairs to see Mimi. She jumped up to see me over here normal. It was normal. Okay? It was normal. And then all of a sudden it freaking wasn't. And then so Tuesday night she was on the floor of the cage and she couldn't hold herself up. Her wings were out, holding to the side of the, I'm like, oh shoot. So I grab her and I hold her for a while. And then I decide to take her up to our room and make her cozy on the bed. Okay. So her and I napped on my bed. Okay. About 2 a.m, I brought her back down to just be in her cage. Then at about 7 or 8, when it got light out, I decided to bring her back up. It's like, you just sometimes just don't know what to do. Oh, man. And you just pray that you did the best you can. Wednesday was like an awful, awful day. I got a lot to say about God and all this, I'm usually pretty booked week out, but Wednesday and today, I have no clients. Everybody canceled. Okay. But Wednesday was like really harsh, and I was just here with her and like not knowing what was going to happen. I felt like the walls were caving. It felt really awful. I felt really bad. I felt scared. I felt twisted up. It goes beyond just basic human emotions and grief and all this. Like I was going into hell. Like this becomes like a mental panic attack type thing. Okay. I've got to say about stuff like that on a spiritual level. It was horrible. But she kind of looked like this, like her demeanor, okay, that I'm here. We ordered the pain med. We didn't have the pain med. So later Wednesday evening, Keith came home with the pain med, which I was glad. It's like, all I want all I want is for her to be comfy. I just want her to be cozy and comfy while we do this, okay? While we see what happens. I just want her to be cozy. I just want her to be comfy. Okay? Oh. Hello. Hello. And so I was very glad for that. And very quickly after she had the pain med, she was looking like remarkably better. And so then I was very, very happy. And then she was trying to stand up and she looked just pissed off that she could not stand up. Like she was mad. I'm glad she's drinking cap water and not demanding floor water at this point. Yeah. It's okay. And then for the first time ever, she slept on the couch. Just like this. We had her all propped up, all ready to go. She sat right here on the couch. This was her spot. At about 6 or 7 in the morning, I came down, gave her pain med, and we brought her back up. And so, like, that's kind of been the routine the past few nights. And get her comfy on the couch, and then when, like, it feels like it's going to be time to get up, just because I don't know what's going to happen, we bring her upstairs just like this and get her all... So, yes, the pooping situation. Yes, I know. So, she hates it. And that's another great thing is, like, if she's pooped and, like, it's near her, she does not like it. So, she tries to adjust herself. We check. I check. We check. Get her clean. She just had a bath a little bit ago. And then move things around. We already have laundry going. This is a whole laundry thing. And so just like half an hour ago, oh, she's got her Westerns on. She's very happy with the Westerns. Westerns, and we get some classical music. I bathed her, and I put her down here, and she was standing, and she kind of hopped over here. So that was nice. Oh, man. So, blah. But needless to say, on Wednesday when I was feeling very depressed, upset, and angry, these things start to feel like spiritual, because the word of God says to be joyful in all things, that the joy of the Lord is our strength, right? And that Jesus tells us to not let our hearts be troubled. And I'm not talking about not feeling sadness, grief, or upset that your baby is hurting. I'm talking about this other stuff, like being troubled in your heart, and to trust him. Right? So I went through a battle, and like when you're battling that, it feels like a spiritual battle. I had some realizations on Wednesday that really, brought me through to some strength. Because my faith, like, I mean it. I know that kind of sounds trite too, like, but it's not. Like, my trust in God and my relying on him is because I got to. The past couple of days. And getting a grip on life and getting a grip on things. And trusting him. Because my demeanor, my heart, my strength, my mood, the past couple of days, yesterday and today, are much more improved. And today, everybody canceled today too. I worked yesterday, but today everybody canceled. And God gave me the sign of this sparrow every step of the way with my chickens, of his presence and love, that he cares about us, that the details of our life matter to us. That when it feels like the floor is about to give out, he's there and he cares about the details. And look at this. Look, let me see if I can just get it quick. You saw how the sparrow in my old video. Here, look. This was yesterday. I read this. Here it is. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Okay. And wanted me to show you something amazing. This is dated yesterday, October 2nd. Look. Okay. So there's the receipts. I know that might sound kind of mysterious, maybe even disjointed, because this is not the story of that right now. Today is just an update with Shy. I gotta stop because I'm running out of time. But the Lord is real and he loves us. Okay, we have to trust him. He said, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. You have to believe. You have to believe. He did with her. This isn't the first time we've been here with her like this. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you soon.